What's up, everyone? Welcome back to CNC Auto Works. Today we got the 69 Mustang coupe in the shop my little brother just bought. And we're going to be working on it today. We're going to try to do something to make this coupe look a little less coupey. Neither one of us are real crazy about a coupe, but we've always wanted a 69 and we picked this one up cheap, or he picked it up cheap. We've done a little research and we've seen that some people were putting a ducktail setup on these to make them look a little more decent, which you can buy a trunk and these little side pieces. I don't know what they're called. And it has a wing or spoiler that comes up flat and it kind of swoops in the front. And we also seen that a couple of guys actually put 69 Camaro spoilers on the back of these. And I think that's the direction we're going to go. We've got a 69 spoiler sitting up there. We're going to put a little twist on it and do it a little different than the ones that we've seen. The ones that we've seen, they put them on here just like the 69 Camaros are. Which you can see on this wing here. You kind of got a long side. And then you got this back side. Well, on a 69, this long swooping side actually goes to the front of the car. And we're actually going to face it downwards, because I think it looks better than it does forward. It seems to fit better. When you put it the other way, it don't really seem to fit that great. These outside curves don't fit that great. The car kind of narrows, and then this sticks past. So it's just not a real great setup putting it on there that way. I mean, it still looks a little better than just the coupe, but we're going to make it to where it looks a lot sportier overall by flipping that wing around. So we're going to get this thing marked off, get a few holes drilled, see if we can't mount this thing. And we're going to have to do a little molding on the sides here, just so it kind of concaves around all this. You can kind of see that I already kind of started. This was flat right here. I've already kind of started molding it a little bit. And he did buy a new trunk. His old trunk was completely rotted, rusted out. He got lucky and got on eBay and found that trunk. It sure kind of sucks that we're about to drill some holes in it after what he paid for that trunk, but it just is what it is. We got to get rid of this coupeness. Now we got this thing marked and center punched where we want our bolt holes to be. I'm going to go ahead and drill them. We kind of got to drill them at an angle. Kind of like this here. Just because that's the way the studs are going to want to go through the backside. We're not going to drill it straight on. We're going to drill it at an angle. See here, got all the holes drilled, got it mounted on there. Kind of see here, I got to do some more massaging. I got a couple places I'm hitting. Gonna massage that a little bit, sand it off. But other than that, I think it looks pretty good. Looks pretty decent from the back. Side profile looks pretty good. I think I got this side pretty decent. Nothing's gonna touch to rub the paint off when it's painted. The width of that wing come out about perfect. About the same width as the car now. I'm going to go ahead and trim up that other side, get it setting perfect. And then we'll see what she looks like when she's said and done. There she is. I got her all massaged in. Looks real good, I think. Kind of hard to tell on video, I'm sure, but definitely looks better. than just a plain old coupe back end. Definitely gives it a sportier feel, for sure. It does take some time, take some measuring, take some massaging. One thing we did do is we had another wing and we pretty much ruined it. We had to buy a second one. And I'll show you why we kind of ruined it. Kind of ruined it, kind of not. We had decided to mold it in, fiberglass it all into the trunk, but we backed out. When you get these wings, there's a lip right here and right here that set the wing up off of a Camaro trunk lid. And what we did is we were trying to make it set flatter on the front of this trunk because it had it was almost 5/8 gap with that lip that was on there. So what we did is we took a cutoff wheel and just trimmed that whole lip off. And it worked pretty good on this side. So we was like, well, let's trim the back side off, which is the bottom one here. And we'll get that thing to fit up on there nice and snug. Well, two things happened. One, by taking that lip off, it actually needed it because it wouldn't touch the bottom of the trunk lid no more. So you can see there my fingernail that there's still a lip there, but you can't see it when you step back from the car. It does look like it sets flush. But with that lip off of there, it don't fit right. It won't set up against there. It still leaves that gap on the bottom. And second, when you cut that lip off, you wind up taking too much meat off of the bolt holes that hold the studs. And then you don't have nothing for the studs to go back into when you reverse these wings like we did. But reversing it, I think definitely does look better because the curvature of this fits the car a lot better. A lot of people will get this wing and I just turned it. They'll set them on there like that. I don't know if you can see that, but they set them on like that, but a little bit further back here. Basically where this line is, where's the back of the wings at. Well, the problem in that is they look a little funny because, see, they stick out past the car. That's a no-go. See how far that sticks past the body there? And you see you flip it upside down, that curve is perfect with the body. And yes, you do have to trim a little bit, but after you trim, you cannot see nothing. This used to be squared off here. Basically, it was squared off here, and it came straight back. But I think it looks perfect. I think it looks better than trying to do this the way that other people are trying to do it. It just kind of sets up there, and it looks out of place to me. It looks more, when you flip it around, it looks like it's more molded into the car. And the curves of it actually do fit the car a lot better when it's turned upside down. You see it's definitely stuck over on this side too. But you go here to this one, and it's perfectly flush with the body of the car. Got a little bit more adjusting to do on our trunk. You can see that our gaps ain't exactly right. It's a little tighter over here, so I need to move the trunk to the passenger side some bit, and that'll make this line up just a little better. And then plus these wings, they are fiberglass, and you can tell right away that they're not symmetrical from side to side. This one has see, it's a little more rounded here. It kind of comes back and tapers off. And the other side's actually a little more square. It just kind of comes straight down. But that's something else I can fix when I get closer to paint. I can massage all that in. I just wanted to share this with y'all and then maybe give some people a better idea that are looking to do something. This wing was actually, the second wing we bought was actually 80 bucks on eBay. I forget the company that made it. The first one we got, he got from Summit Racing, and it was 110, 120. 110. Yeah, the first one was 110, which it's a lot thinner wing too. The material's a lot thinner than on the second one that he bought that was a little cheaper off eBay. But they both equally got their own problem. The one off of, what was it, the first one, the expensive one was Ori.
It was one of the real places in the middle.
I want to thank everybody for watching. I think that's going to be it for today. So until next time, we'll catch you guys later.